Life is a series of challenges and decisions we make every day. Many of us are looking for ways to live better, to be happier, and more confident. The answer to these questions has been sought since ancient times. Among the wisest were the Stoics, philosophers who taught how to live in harmony with oneself and the world. Their philosophy has become the foundation for many modern approaches to life. In this video, we will look at rules from the Stoics that will help you make your life better. These are simple but powerful principles that can be applied in everyday life to achieve harmony, peace, and happiness. One of the key rules of Stoicism is to accept the inevitable. The Stoics taught that there are things over which we have no control. For example, the weather, the actions of other people, or the past. Instead of wasting energy on things that cannot be changed, the Stoics recommend focusing on what we can do. This helps to maintain inner peace and avoid unnecessary stress. For example, if we are stuck in a traffic jam, it is useless to get nervous about it. Better to accept the situation as it is and use the time to your advantage. Listen to an audiobook or think about important issues. Acceptance of the inevitable does not mean passivity, but rather an active focus on what we can change and control. This gives us the strength to move forward despite the obstacles that come our way. The Stoics believed that our body is a tool that helps us achieve our goals and live a full life. Therefore, they advise taking care of your health and physical condition. For example, regular exercise, a healthy diet, and adequate sleep are the basics that help you maintain energy and vitality. Taking care of your body not only improves your physical health, but also helps you maintain psychological balance and emotional stability. In a world where we are surrounded by many material goods and opportunities, it is easy to fall into the trap of wanting more. However, the Stoics taught that it is more important to focus on quality rather than quantity. For example, it is better to have a few reliable friends than hundreds of acquaintances. Or it's better to focus on a few important goals than to scatter yourself on many things without achieving any of them. This approach allows you to focus your energy on what really matters to you and achieve a deeper satisfaction with life. When you focus on quality, you also become more conscious of your choices and actions. For example, instead of buying a lot of things that you don't need, you can invest in a few really useful and high-quality things that will serve you for a long time and bring you joy. In life, there are often situations when we are tempted to deviate from our principles and values. The Stoics believe that staying true to your values is the basis for achieving harmony and inner peace. For example, you value integrity. It is important not to compromise this value, even if it may lead to temporary inconvenience or loss. By staying true to yourself, you build a life that is consistent with your beliefs and brings you true satisfaction. Being true to your values also helps you set clear boundaries in your relationships with others and avoid situations that may be harmful to your moral and psychological well-being. The Stoics taught that true happiness does not depend on external circumstances, such as material wealth or status. They believed that happiness can be found only within yourself, in your attitude to life and to what is happening around you. For example, if you're constantly looking for satisfaction in shopping, new gadgets, or external recognition, then sooner or later this will lead to disappointment. Material things can bring temporary joy, but they cannot give you a deep and lasting sense of happiness. To achieve true happiness, you should focus on inner development, on finding harmony and meaning in your life. This includes being grateful for what you have and enjoying the simple joys of life. The Stoics believed that humans should live in harmony with nature, understanding its laws and accepting their role in this world. They believed that nature was a source of wisdom and harmony that should be emulated. For example, by living in harmony with nature, we accept that everything in the world is interconnected and subject to certain laws. This includes accepting the cycles of life, such as the changing of the seasons, birth and death, and understanding that everything has a place and purpose. Living in harmony with nature also means caring for the environment, conscious consumption of resources, and respect for all living things. Willpower is the ability to control one's desires and actions, to direct them towards achieving goals. The Stoics believed that developing willpower was the key to success and personal development. For example, if you want to achieve a certain goal, such as completing a challenging project or quitting a bad habit, you will need willpower to overcome difficulties and not give up in the face of obstacles. Developing willpower helps you stay disciplined and focused, even when things get tough. It also allows you to better control your emotions and make informed decisions. The Stoics believed that each of us is responsible for our lives, our actions, and decisions. They advised us not to shift the blame for our failures to others or to circumstances, but to take responsibility for ourselves. For example, if something goes wrong in your life, instead of blaming someone else, it is important to recognize your role in it and focus on what you can do to change the situation. Taking responsibility for your life helps you to become more aware and confident in your actions and allows you to take better control of your future. Life is full of trials and tribulations, and the Stoics believed that developing resilience to them was the key to maintaining inner peace and harmony. For example, when you face problems, instead of getting discouraged or giving up, it is important to keep faith in yourself and your strength. This allows you to stay strong and overcome any difficulty. Developing resilience helps you to better adapt to changes and unforeseen situations, as well as maintain a positive attitude even in difficult times. The Stoics believed that we are the masters of our emotions, and that no one can make us feel anything unless we allow them to. They advised us to maintain inner peace and not let external circumstances or other people affect our emotional state. For example, if someone tries to annoy or upset you, it is important to remember that you are the only one who decides how to react to this situation. You can remain calm and not give in to provocations. This approach helps you maintain control over your life and emotions and avoid unnecessary conflicts and stress. The Stoics believe that mercy and kindness are fundamental virtues that promote harmony in relationships and in society as a whole. They advise to always treat others with kindness and respect, even if they do not deserve it. For example, if someone does not treat you the way you would like, instead of responding with aggression to aggression, try to treat that person with understanding and kindness. This will help you avoid conflicts and maintain inner peace. The practice of compassion and kindness also helps to strengthen ties with other people and create a positive atmosphere around you. Discipline and self-control are among the main virtues of the Stoics. They believed that without self-discipline, it is impossible to achieve true freedom and independence. For example, if you want to achieve a certain goal, such as improving your health or increasing your productivity, discipline helps you stick to your plan even when difficulties arise. Developing self-control allows you to avoid impulsive decisions and bad habits, which ultimately improves your quality of life. Humility is a virtue that helps us remain open to new knowledge and experience. The Stoics believe that humility allows us to avoid pride and self-confidence, which can hinder our development. For example, humility allows you to admit your mistakes and work on them, as well as listen to the opinions of others, even if they differ from yours. It helps you to remain flexible and adaptable in difficult situations, as well as to remain open to new opportunities and knowledge. Self-knowledge is a process that the Stoics considered key to achieving harmony and inner peace. They advised regularly analyzing your thoughts, feelings, and actions to better understand yourself and your true motives. For example, you can keep a diary where you write down your thoughts and analyze why you act in a certain way. This will help you better understand your needs, desires, and goals, and find ways to achieve them. Self-knowledge allows you to better control your emotions and actions, as well as make more informed and conscious decisions. Stoics often talked about the importance of living in the moment. The past is gone, and the future has not yet come, and we cannot influence that. But we have this moment, here and now. It is in this moment that all our power and opportunities are concentrated. When we constantly worry about past mistakes or worry about future events, we lose this moment. Therefore, the Stoics advise practicing mindfulness, being present in every moment of our life, enjoying it and using it wisely. For example, while walking, focus on the sounds, smells, and impressions around you. While working, focus on the task at hand. This will help you not only increase productivity, but also find joy in the simplest things. Emotions are a part of our lives, but the Stoics taught that we should not let them guide our actions. The Stoics believed that controlling emotions allowed them to maintain clarity of mind and make more informed decisions. For example, in a conflict situation, instead of giving in to anger, a Stoic would try to remain calm and look at the situation objectively. This allows you to better understand the nature of the problem and find a solution that will be acceptable to everyone. Controlling emotions does not mean suppressing them. On the contrary, it is an understanding and conscious management. This way, we can avoid impulsive decisions, often lead to negative consequences. The Stoics believed that our thoughts, feelings, and actions are what truly belong to us. Everything else, money, status, material goods, are external things that can change or disappear. Therefore, we should learn to be independent of external factors. When we base our happiness on something external, we become vulnerable to losing it. Stoics advise finding an inner support that does not depend on changes in the outside world. This can be loyalty to your principles, morality, or the ability to maintain inner peace. For example, if we lose our job, it does not mean that we have lost our value as a person. Our value is not determined by external circumstances, but by how we respond to them. The Stoics were advocates of simplicity in all aspects of life. They believed that excesses and unnecessary things only complicate life and distract us from true values. The principle of simplification applies not only to material things, but also to our thoughts and relationships. Excessive anxiety over trivial things, excessive attachment to material goods, all this creates additional stress and anxiety. For example, you can simplify your life by giving up things that do not bring you joy or benefit. Or you can learn to say no to unnecessary responsibilities, have more time for important things. Rationality is the basis of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that logic and reason were the best tools for achieving harmony and happiness. They advised to always think rationally, separating emotions from facts. For example, if we are faced with a problem, instead of panicking or despairing, we need to consider the situation logically. What are the options? What resources do we have? And what will be the consequences of each decision? Thinking rationally helps to avoid impulsive decisions and allows you to take better control of your life. It also allows you to stay calm even in difficult situations. Gratitude is another important rule that the Stoics advise to apply in everyday life. They believe that gratitude helps us to focus on what we have, rather than what we lack. Gratitude helps reduce negative emotions such as envy, frustration, and anger. It promotes a sense of inner satisfaction and peace. You can think of 3 things you are grateful for every day. It can be something as simple as a delicious breakfast, a warm day, or the support of friends. This practice helps to maintain a positive attitude and improves the quality of life. The Stoics believe that every event in our lives is an opportunity for learning and growth. They advised us not to avoid difficulties, but to perceive them as challenges that help us become stronger and wiser. Even negative experiences can be valuable if we learn to draw conclusions from them. For example, if you face a setback at work, instead of giving up and immersing yourself in negativity, you can analyze the situation. What exactly went wrong? How you could have acted differently? What lessons can be learned from this experience? Stoics taught that every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve your skills. It is important not to avoid difficulties, but rather to look for opportunities for personal development. Fear is a natural reaction to the unknown or danger, but the Stoics taught that most of our fears are just a product of our imagination. They advised us to look at fears rationally and not let them guide our actions. For example, the fear of failure often holds us back from taking actions that could lead to success. Stoics recommend asking yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen if my fear comes true? In most cases, the answer will show that our fears are exaggerated. Instead of giving in to fear, it is important to act in spite of it. This allows you to develop courage and endurance, and to succeed where others stop because of fear. Change is an integral part of life. Everything around us changes. People, circumstances, our thoughts and desires. The Stoics taught that resistance to change leads to stress and frustration, while acceptance of change leads to harmony. For example, if your circumstances at work or in your personal life have changed, instead of resisting these changes, it is better to accept them and adapt to the new situation. This will help you maintain inner peace and find new opportunities for development. Acceptance of change does not mean passivity. It is the realization that change is a natural process, and our ability to adapt to it determines our success and happiness. The Stoics believed that each person acts on the basis of their knowledge, experience, and circumstance. Therefore, they advised not to judge others too harshly and to remain tolerant and compassionate towards others. For example, if someone makes a mistake or behaves differently than you would like, instead of judging or being offended, try to understand the person's motives. Perhaps they had good reasons for their actions that you don't know about. This approach allows you to maintain positive relationships and avoid conflict, and helps you to become more wise and understanding yourself. Living by the principles of Stoicism is a path to inner peace, harmony, and wisdom. These rules, based on the teachings of the Stoics, can help you become stronger, wiser, and happier, while remaining true to your values and moral principles. Let these principles guide you in your daily life, helping you to overcome challenges, develop, and live in harmony with yourself and the world around you. If you liked this video and want to learn more about Stoicism and self-development, subscribe to our channel, like it, and leave a comment. This will help us create even more useful content for you. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.